like to welcome everybody to another edition of the Major Music Podcast. Your boy D Dot, joined by the homie Fullgrown. What's good, man?
You doing, my brother? Glad to be here on the podcast, man. That overdue, man. Wants
Long
to sit
overdue,
down.
man. Long overdue, man. I've been wanting to chop it up with you for a long time. Um, I
Definitely.
mean, so many similarities, both from Louisiana, both Raiders fans. Shit, both met through Super Mario. Uh,
Shout out to Rich.
Shout out to
Congrats
Rich,
again on
man.
the wedding.
Yeah, congrats on the wedding, Rich. Rich was on the show last season, in fact. So, man, just definitely a pleasure to have you on the show, man. And first and foremost, man, what's your thoughts on the upcoming season, man, for the Raiders?
Like I said, man, you know how we look like we go to the Super Bowl until something happens. But like I said, man, I'm pulling for my team to go all the way, man. Well,
Yeah,
our team.
yeah, man. You know, it's the same thing every year. The media not talking about them, but this year I feel like something's just different. Because
Yeah.
last year they lost a lot of close games, and partially because of a bad defense. And I
Yes.
watched a little bit of the first preseason game. I like what I saw in that defense. And they look like they're faster. Look like our secondary is better. Not just one game, but I feel pretty confident about this team. Should have beat the Chiefs twice last year, but that
Very much.
that kind of ticked me
Yeah.
off.
I lost
Man.
money on them games.
we got him this year, man. We got him this year. You coming to the game in Dallas?
I'm gonna try to make it. Like I said, due with COVID, I've just been, not sure with traveling, but that's the game I'll be trying to make it to since that's the closest.
Yeah, man. It's I was
Because
hyped
getting
up when I saw it on the schedule originally, but shit is just kind of getting out of hand here in Dallas. And hospital beds are full, and a lot of people are just getting sick right now. And I don't know. I'm undecided as well. We'll see once it's a little bit closer to there and stuff. And I'd love to go because that's the weekend of my birthday. So we'll
oh
see.
yeah,
Man,
definitely, man. That'd be a way to celebrate it. Then we
that'd
bust
be
the
a way to
cowgirls up.
celebrate, man.
Good.
Man, so full grown, man. I've been following a lot of your work from like the Cannabis Club way back, and a lot of your solo work as well. Just tell us a little bit about how did you get started as far as with production and being an artist.
As far as production, I said since I was young, I always been a music head into music. Played in the band when I was in middle school, and from there, I started working on production like in the year '99. First board, but I still have my beats on cassette tapes.
Wow.
Recorded it. That'll save like it's just something just to motivate and just see where I come from to where we I'm at now. And then as being an artist, well, I first got a taste of it too in like 2000, where I did a feature on some one song, and then I took like a break. In 2006, rest in peace to my partner, Jamal Fallon Lewis. We got together with kick off the Push Records, and from there, 2006, we just kept going.
Word, man. As I probably started coming across your work probably around, I guess, maybe 2010, 2011, on Facebook, because I started following you through Rich. And I don't know, I think you were on our Producers Corner show, or you might have called in a couple of times.
I
Yeah, I
called
do
in
remember
and
that.
checked
Yeah.
out, left it a few times.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, man. And that's when I got hip to y'all Cannabis Club album, that first one. And you know, just been following some of your solo work along with Rich as well, man. And I just like your overall sound, man. And just the way y'all continue repping for Louisiana, and just what do you use to do most of your production on?
Um, I'm Ableton. I started out on FL Studio early days, and then I went to Reasons, and then I was stuck on Reasons for a while, and then shout out to Rich. Rich turned me on to Ableton, and I ain't never left since.
Man, yeah, Rich ironically got me into that reason initially because when me and him had linked back up, I was only at that time using like Magic Music Studio, and then there was Sony Acid, and then I started using Reason around '06 when I started linking back up with Rich. And I got into some other things around there from like Logic to Machine. But
Yes.
I actually made my way back around to Reason again. I started using that because I got into the Reason, what is it, 12 now with Reason Studios. So I just wanted to kind of get back into doing that again, and I like it, man. Now, as far as your current projects, are you working on anything right now?
Yes, I'm working on a collab project. Well, I have a few features while I'm rapping, but mainly the production. I'm producing the whole album. It's me and Herc the Jerk. We're doing a collab album called Speaker Speaks. He Speaks, Speaker Speaks. Correct me if I'm wrong with the title, but we've been working on it and getting it right, revamping and just getting the sound right.
Man, I saw y'all had something else y'all dropped too last year, didn't y'all?
It was mainly like Rich. I know me and Rich had did a beat tape, and then Herc was just dropping just to keep music just going. So he
Yeah,
dropped
yeah.
like a little collab project with producer partner of mine, Dirty Boy.
Okay. Okay. All right, man. Um, but you spoke to 2020, you personally as a producer and an artist, what has 2020 taught you as far as having to go from like grinding on the roads and things along those lines to more of having to move online and promote your brand online? 'Cause I noticed that y'all do a lot of promotion. You talk about off the porch records and a lot of other projects that y'all doing. So what have you learned from the pandemic?
Slowed everybody down. It's basically I had to get used to doing right now. Just a lot of video conferences, phone calls. It's barely any hands on hand, just being in the studio, like even just linking up with musicians to collab on tracks. Uh, Everything is sent it through my Gmail or WeTransfer. Everything
Yeah.
is online now, so it slowed down a good bit for
Yeah,
me on my end.
it. I could kind of relate in that form because I was doing like a lot of video projects even through like We Transfer. We were shooting out here, and then I work with a guy out here as far as directing, and he does some editing too. But I also shoot a lot of my own videos as well. Like if I don't work with anybody, I shoot it in house, and I usually send out to different editors because I prefer really like that's not my strong suit. I prefer to really just focus on like music and engineering and things along those lines. So I let other people handle the video editing. But even just collabs and stuff, man, just that's how I've really been getting a lot of the collabs done because I mean, very few people have came to the lab, but out of respect for a lot of people and their loved ones, just don't want to. Because I've had COVID myself over this time, so yeah, I don't want to
Sorry to
risk
hear
that
that.
again.
Like
I
I said, I'm
appreciate it, man.
blessed. I'm still staying COVID free still so far, but kind of hit close to home with. Like I said, my girl has COVID right now, and my
Mm.
second son, he's dealing with COVID.
Oh
Just going
man,
back to school, so
I'm
it's
sorry to hear that, man. I damn in you in New Iberia.
I breathe, but there's a kid in the area. We
Yeah,
national news
yeah.
right now for COVID right now.
Yeah, man, I saw Lourdes on the news for COVID cases, and I knew it was bad out there. And shit, I've been wanting to come out there, but my mom's up there in age, so I it's a fine line between trying to come out there and see her and making sure she all right and stuff. And I just don't want to risk nothing. Yeah, man.
Definitely understandable, man.
Man, so when I hear your music, I hear this kind of soulful UGK like vibe. Um, were they some of your influences, and if there are other people too, feel free to mention. But
Oh,
that's the kind of vibes that I get.
definitely UGK with the Pimp C, the NO type production. Definitely Tribe Called Quest with Jay Dilla, Q-Tip, like that. Like I'm a big Q-Tip fan.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Outkast with the Dungeon Family. So it's like I have a mixture of also just that Houston style from like the early '90s, late '90s with the solo production, like with the old Fat Pats with that old school ride music.
yeah,
That's a lot of
yeah,
my influences come from
man.
that Swab House. It's a lot.
It's a
Even
lot.
West Coast
I feel you on all.
studios,
I hear
studio
all.
tone, the E40. Yeah,
Man, I hear all that when I hear, a lot of your records and you talk about a real good time. I mean, we close to the same age. I'm gonna be 40 this year. And, in the late 90s, I just remember all that time, like going to Kappa Beach party and hearing a lot of the Louisiana, Texas vibe. Um, you had Lil Kiki, you had Fat Pat, you had UGK, and then on our side, of course, you had No Limit, you had Cash Money, and then I mean, even on the West Coast, you still had E40 coming out, you still had Too Short, man, the list,
SIBO,
yeah,
like
Sibo,
a lot of
Spice
West
One,
one,
man, and
Loonies, a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Then you mentioned 8 Ball, MJG, that whole Swab House era. That's a
That sound,
yeah, that sound to me, it was kind of like a little bit of that West Coast vibe mixed with the South. And I wish I wish they could have kept that up. I wish that that sound could be brought back. I almost feel like that was the soundtrack to like high school and college. A lot of that Suave House stuff.
yes, yes,
As I can
yes,
remember going out, going to the clubs, going to New Orleans and just putting that on, going to H Town and just putting that on while you're riding, man. And uh, yeah, man, that was like good old days for music in the South. Um, that was a lot of my personal influences as well. And then I mean Dilla went far beyond, it was his time to go. I mean, I wish your brother was
yes,
still here. You could just
yes,
listen to
yes,
his beat tapes and just vibe.
yes. And then that's like I said, the vibe of being coming from that tribe cloth, that native tongue cloth, and then that slum village and little
Ooh,
brother.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's speaking to me
uh,
right there. That's
that's my
speaking.
vibe. That's my
That's speaking.
vibe.
I knew we connect, because of the shield and everything else. Uh, man. Now y'all got the lab out there. That's at your crib, or you got like an external lab?
Oh no, this is external lab right here in the heart of Iberia on Main Street, the Basement
Okay.
Studios. It's, it's me and my other partners. We Big Curd, Shaky, got Troy. We also got like Gangster Mac, come in and out to assist with us. And engineer, produce. Man, it's one stop shop.
Man. Now how long y'all been doing it?
Um, since last year, matter of fact, to say pandemic, it's been over a year that we started over here, like around March, April, to 2020.
Okay. All right.
The
Man.
spot.
All right, man. Yeah. 'Cause, I noticed, yeah, yeah, now that I think about it, I noticed y'all posted some content around that time last year when y'all was starting.
But you could see the upgrades from where we started. It was just by inch, just building it up right to what it is now.
Man, best of luck to y'all with that, man. I gotta definitely whenever I come back out there, man. Hopefully things are better and come check you out
Oh
at
yeah,
the lab, man. Just connect,
definitely
connect,
welcome.
all together. Cause I remember I was out there, shooting with Antonio, and yeah, y'all was on
Mm-hmm.
the phone together. And I wish I'd have met you then, but I think I was in town for maybe 2, 3 days, and we didn't get to connect. And it was like raining like shit, man. And you know,
Yeah,
yeah, that's the only thing I hate when I come down there. It feel like it's always raining.
either that or it's like everybody pulling you. There's so much to do in little time you're here.
Yeah, yeah, you're definitely right on that, man. And try to spend it all with the fam, and I don't get too much music done, but yeah, definitely try to get something done in there, man. Um, as far as what I like to ask a lot of the guests on this show, let's just say you got 5 tracks and you could work with any 3 artists in the game right now. Who would those 3 artists be?
Right now in the game, mm, that's a good one. I wouldn't mind working with Royce the 5'9".
Yeah.
Um, I know everybody will always say Jay Z, but mm, I can't say Jay Z. I would say Royce the 5'9", Outkast,
Okay.
and Devin the Dude.
Okay. I like that. Ironically, I think you're my third person in a row to say Rush the 5'9". Like Rush the 5'9" has been a very popular choice lately. Justifiably so, man. I like a lot of stuff he's been doing. And then Devin, man, can't go wrong with Devin. You could throw him in with what we was talking about earlier, that late 90s, early 2000s, Houston, Louisiana. Yeah,
Still to this day, his new albums are
still
still
popping,
popping.
man. Man. Um, where can they find a lot of your music online?
To find Cannabis Club music basically on all digital streaming sites, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal. Basically, it's everywhere.
Okay, all right. And where can they follow you online?
On Instagram, it's Fullgrown OTP, and like I said, my Twitter got shut down. They took my page down, so I got to rebuild it back
Oh
up. But
man.
my Twitter, is Fullgrown OTP. Facebook, say Terrence Fullgrown. But like I say I have to send you the link to give you the full link. But it's Terrence Fullgrown Valo. It's Facebook. And that's really, you can reach me at those three right there.
Okay, all right. Yeah, man. Yeah, we gotta definitely, in the future, man. I would love to just work with you on something. So definitely like
Yeah,
to connect with you on some music because it's a long time overdue, man.
you took the words out of my mouth. It's like it's overdue. I'll be seeing some of your videos on that, and I'm like, man, that's a groove right there. I said, yeah, we need to collab.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, because I definitely want to connect with my people back home a little more, and just did some work with Antonio, did some work with Lizzie. Shout out to Lizzie as well, man. 'Cause I saw,
He just celebrated his 1 year anniversary
yeah, man.
getting married.
Big ups to you on your 1 year anniversary. Big ups to you, Lizzie, man. Shout out to Lizzie on the track, man. Gotta get you up on here as well, man. And
No, not Lisa just celebrated his birthday.
okay, yeah, that's what it was. All right, all right,
Yeah, that's why I
yeah.
was like his son. I was like, no, it was him. His
Oh,
birthday was on the ninth, August 9th.
okay, all right, man. Yeah, shout out to Lizzie, man. Yeah, man. Did some work with a lot of the gang, but I haven't done work with you yet, man. So yeah, we're gonna definitely connect.
And matter of fact, we did have one song that was on the JCS
Oh
project
yeah, producers on the corner.
on the corner.
Yeah, yeah, that was the only one. Yeah,
The
yeah,
only one.
man. that role, man. I was jamming out on that producers corner. We had it on that project as well. Producers corner mixtape. Shit. It was definitely a pleasure to, chop it up with you, man, on the podcast, man. And
Most
anytime you got
definitely,
some new music or anything, feel free to reach out to me and we'll make it happen, man.
definitely, man. Like I said, we got that Hurt the Jerk and Full Grown album coming soon, and then the Backstreet compilation with Hurt the Jerk about to soon drop too. Um, Other than that, man, my links producing, so any artists looking for beats, definitely get at me too.
Yeah. Get at him for them beats, man. Definitely got a lot you could vibe to. So yeah, big ups to you, man. This has been
Yeah,
another edition of the Major Music Podcast with the homie Fullgrown. About to sign off, and you can listen to the podcast on all major streaming platforms and watch it on YouTube. And appreciate everybody that supported. Season 2 is just underway, and we're out.
Major Music.